Cooking with Chloe. It's me. Hi. Hello. How are you today? How are you? Are you doing well? Are you good? Fantastic. Happy to hear it. Okay. So today we are going to be baking. Baking. What's baking? It's different than cooking. When we bake, we put something where? Where do we put it? On the stove or in the oven? What do you think? Very good. When we bake, we put something in the oven. Very good. So today we are going to be making shortbread cookies. Yum. Oh, delicious. So we're making something sweet, not savory. Okay? Shortbread are very delicious cookies. Okay? I'm going to be putting some chocolate. Some chocolate in mine, but you don't have to if you like yours without. Okay? Shortbread are these like really yummy, buttery, kind of thicker cookie, and they are so good. Okay? They're just going to melt in your mouth and be so delicious. Okay, so we're gonna do the ingredients and the kitchen equipment a little bit quicker this time because we want to get into the kitchen, okay? And just to let you know, once you make your cookie dough, okay, so you make your dough that you're gonna make into cookies, okay, you have to put it in the fridge for at least 2 hours, okay? So plan ahead, make your dough, make sure you have enough time to let it sit in the fridge for at least 2 hours, okay? It can be more, it can be overnight, it can be like a week, okay? It doesn't matter, but it has to sit in the fridge for a while so that they can be cold going into the oven. Okay, this will make your cookies way better, super delicious, nice and buttery and melty and so good, okay? But the fridge step is very important, okay? So make sure after you make your dough, you put it in the fridge, okay? You're gonna see me doing it as I'm making the cookies, but just a warning. All right, so let's go over our ingredients for today. What do we need to make these cookies? I've already said it. It's a very important part of shortbread. We need some butter. Yum. All right, let me see butter. Some butter. This is not butter. Unbelievable. I need some butter. Show me butter. That's better. That looks a lot more like butter. Yeah? All right, let's say that one more time. Butter. Butter. You can also use what? What else is like butter, but a little different? Margarine. Very good. So butter or margarine will work, okay? So we need 2 1/4 cup of butter. So 1 whole thing of this and then a little bit more, okay? So it's a lot of butter in this recipe. All right, so we need some butter. What's the other very important ingredient we need for cookies that make them nice and sweet? What do you think? What is it? Very good. We need some sugar. Show me sugar. There we go. All right, here, I'll unroll that. So we need some sugar. Very good. All right, so we have butter and sugar so far. Now we need something to hold all these things together, okay? Because the butter and the sugar, it's gonna be kind of sticky and kind of, falling apart. We need something to put everything together. It's very light, it's white, it is, I don't even know, I can't think of another adjective. Light, white, fluffy. What do we need? What do we need? We need some flour. Very good. We need some flour. Awesome. So this is what's going to hold our cookies together. It's going to help form the dough. Okay, so we have butter, sugar, flour. So those are our cookie components. We need one other thing, and we saw this before, a little bit of vanilla as well. And this will give us a very nice flavor, okay? So that's for the dough. And then as I said before, my favorite part of baking, we're gonna use some chocolate, okay? I'm using dark chocolate, okay? You can see, it's not milk chocolate. Sorry, getting a little bit glare there. It's not milk chocolate. I'm using dark chocolate, but you can use any type of chocolate that you like. Okay, so pretty simple ingredient list, pretty standard for cookies. So let's move on to our kitchen equipment. Okay, so these are the things that we're going to use to help us put all our ingredients together and make our dough. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna need is a big something to put all the ingredients in. What's this called? Very good. We need a big bowl, okay? A big bowl to put all of our things into. And how are we gonna mix all of our things once we're in the bowl, once they're in the bowl? What do you think? Very good. We're going to use two things. We're going to use a spatula and we're going to use a spoon. Very good. Spatula and a spoon. Excellent. Now, the next thing we're going to need is something we have to be very careful with. Okay, maybe we'll get mom and dad to help us or whoever, an adult or older sister or something. Okay, we're going to use a knife. Okay, so I have a very big knife that I'm being very careful with. Okay, I'm going to have the blade pointed away. Okay, got to be very careful. So we're going to need a knife because we have to chop some things. Okay, and something else very important that goes into the oven. We used it when we made empanadas. We need a, what's this called? We learned it last time, come on. What do we have here? An oven tray, very good. An oven tray. We're gonna put our cookies on top of this. Alrighty, and the last thing we need is some plastic wrap, okay? Some cling film. Okay, we're gonna put our dough on top of this. Okay, we're gonna pull it out like this. Nothing goes the way I want it to. We're gonna pull it out like this, have it flat, put our dough on top, and then wrap it up and put it in the fridge, okay? Okay, and that is all the ingredients and all the kitchen equipment that we need. And now, let's go to the kitchen and make our shortbread, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna start doing all my prep, okay? So we have everything prepared, for when we start cooking, okay? And first we're going to make the dough. So I'm putting chocolate, of course, in these shortbread, okay? I'm using dark chocolate, but you can use any type of chocolate, or you can use no chocolate. But I like chocolate, so I'm gonna use some. And I'm going to cut, with this knife, the chocolate into big pieces, kind of like this, like chunks. Not too big and not too small, okay? So yeah, it doesn't matter if they're all the same size, but you just want it like, we would say, coarsely chopped, okay? To the side. Okay, so there's our chocolate. That's one thing done. I've got half a cup of white sugar here. I'm gonna put that in there. All right, what else do we need? We need, of course, a very important part, the butter. This is what is going to make our shortbread nice and light and flaky and like melt in your mouth. Okay, so we need quite a bit of butter. We need 1 cup, which is 250 grams, so one of these, one whole thing, and then we need a little bit more. So I have 2 blocks of butter, and I'm gonna use 1 whole one and about 1/4. So 1/4, like that much of this one. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we're going to cut it up into little squares, little cubes, okay? To make it easier to blend with the sugar. I want little squares kind of like that. And I'm gonna just put it right into the sugar. All right, you can stop filming. And the last thing we're gonna do right now is add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So that's probably about right. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm gonna measure out what am I measuring? My flour. Very good, I'm measuring my flour. I have my measuring cup, okay? And I need 2 1/4 cups of flour. Do now is we're gonna slowly add some of the flour. So this is only 1 cup. I need 1 1/4 more, okay? But we're gonna add it slowly to this mixture, okay? And we're going to, again, get our hands a little dirty. I'm just gonna dump it all in there. Boop. I'm going to start incorporating this. I'm gonna start squishing all this together, okay? These are gonna be so good. Oh, they're already so light and fluffy. Whoop. Cookie flying everywhere. Okay, there we go. So it's gonna stick to your hands quite a bit, which is fine. Just keep peeling it off. There we go. All right, it looks like most of that flour has been mixed together with the sugar, butter, and vanilla. Okay, so once the first round of flour has been fully mixed in, I'm gonna go in with my 2nd cup of flour, cup number 2, and I'm going to get my spatula and scrape down the sides of the bowl. All right, so that we're getting every little bit. Perfect. And then I'm gonna go at this again. Sure, scraping the bottom, getting all that flour. All right, this dough looks pretty darn good. It's not too sticky, and we don't have any flour. It's all been incorporated. It's all been mixed in. All right, that looks pretty good. Let's give it a taste. Flour, butter, and sugar. Pretty good. It'll be better with some chocolate. All right, perfect. So, that's all done. Now, actually, it is time to add the chocolate. Make sure it's good. Yep, delicious, perfect. All right, so now we're just gonna pour this in, dump it all in, and mix, mix, mix until it's evenly distributed throughout the dough. So it's all throughout the dough. It would be easier if you had a bigger spoon than this. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. All right. Okay, so after you've mixed in all your chocolate chunks, or if you're not doing chocolate, then just after you've mixed your dough and it looks like this, so all the flour and all the butter has mixed in together and it looks like a dough. What we're gonna do is divide your dough in half, okay? So you can see that I've done that. And then scoop out 1/2 of your dough onto a big piece of plastic wrap, okay? Just like this, cling film, like this, okay? So what you're gonna do is dump out 1/2 of your dough, like that. And then what you're gonna do is kind of squish it out a little bit. We're gonna make it into a log, okay? A log, that's gonna kind of look like this. This is my water bottle. So we're gonna make it into this shape, okay? So it's gonna be like a cylinder. Okay, so using your hands, you're gonna just kind of squish it into this shape and then fold the plastic wrap over top. So you need a big enough piece of plastic that it's gonna cover the whole thing. Okay, and then you're just going to kind of roll it like this. Roll it out so that it gets a bit longer, so it's not as fat, okay? We're using the plastic wrap so that your hands don't get sticky, okay? So just keep rolling it out. You can see it's getting longer, not as fat. Okay, and I think that looks about good, okay? And then I'm going to squish the ends so that it is all even on all sides. Perfect, and then I'm gonna fold the plastic wrap over. Boom, and there we go. We have our log of cookie dough. So then we're gonna do the same thing with the other half of the dough, okay? Another big piece of plastic wrap on your table, dump it out, roll it up, fold all the plastic wrap in, and then put both of these in the fridge, okay, for at least 2 hours, okay? It can be longer, but it shouldn't be shorter, okay? We want the dough to be very cold when we are cutting it, okay? Because we're gonna cut the dough like this, and they're gonna be little cookies, okay? We want it to be very cold when we are doing that, okay? So I will see you in 2 hours or more, okay? Okay, so I have my dough in the fridge, ready to turn into cookies. Oh, I can't wait. First thing we're gonna do is preheat our, what's this called? Our oven. Very good. We're gonna preheat the oven to 190 degrees, okay? 190. Hey, okay. So we have let our dough sit in the fridge for how long? Yes, at least 2 hours, okay? I left mine overnight just because, okay? So you can see I've unwrapped it. It's nice and hard, okay? Not perfect, not even round, but they will do. The cookies will taste the same no matter what shape they're in, okay? So you can do these in squares and circles, doesn't matter. And now I'm going to take my knife and very carefully cut out the cookies, okay? So I want them to be about that thick, okay? So hopefully this will work. The dough's quite hard. Perfect. right, so there's one. And you just keep cutting until all your dough is gone. Perfect. Let's get a close up. That's what they look like. And that's perfect, okay? And then I'm just going to put them on a oven tray that's lined with oven paper, okay? These cookies won't spread very much. They won't spread out. They'll hold their form pretty well. So space them, I'm gonna do 3 in a row, okay? So space them about an inch apart, or like 5 or 6 centimeters. Okay, so again, just keep going until all your cookies are cut, and then you're ready to go. Okay, look how good they look. Oh, yum, I can't wait to eat them. So we got, how many? 3 and 5, we got 15 cookies. As you can see, some of them are a little, oh, you can't really see. Some of them are a little uneven. They're not perfect, but as I said, they are going to taste lovely. Okay, so we are going to now put these into the oven for 12 to 15 minutes, okay? Until they kind of look a little golden brown and they're not solid. They're not super solid, okay? They're gonna be like nice and buttery and like a golden brown, okay? So yeah, 12 to 15 minutes depending on your oven, okay? There we go. Whoop. And we're gonna pop those in there. All right. Hey guys. Okay, so as you can see, these are not what they're supposed to look like. These cookies did not turn out well, or the way they're supposed to. And that's okay. You know what? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't really matter. Unfortunately, these are not salvageable. We cannot save these. These are, no. It didn't work. I didn't have the right equipment, and I used some different ingredients than the recipe was asking for, but that's okay. I mean, they didn't work. They're just cookies. It doesn't matter. I'll try again next time, and hopefully it'll work a little better. Everybody makes mistakes, including teachers. What are you gonna do? Oh well, it's okay. Hope you learned something, because I did. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us. Send us a video of you making shortbread, and hopefully they turn out better than mine. We love to see you guys doing activities, cooking, baking, whatever. But just send us a video to our email or on our Instagram or YouTube or Google Classrooms, whatever. And yeah, show, you can do better than me, okay? This was a fail, a complete fail, but that's okay. Okay, see you guys soon.